you have to start doing the things that are local in nature and state in nature. We'll still continue to pay attention to all of the things that are happening in the nation, but you've got to shore up your state and your town. There's something else that Texas did, and I think 22 other states are starting to do, but Texas has done the best, and that is the nullification of the NDAA. The NDAA is that executive order that the president signed that said he can scoop any American citizen up in the middle of the night and hold them without trial and without charge indefinitely. This is so anti-American. This is so anti-Constitution that there's nothing in our Constitution that would allow a president to do this. But he signed it into executive order. So now what are you going to do about it? Well, there are several states that are actually doing something. And Texas is leading the way on this. And what they're saying here, I'm just looking if there's an easy way to do it. I'm sure this is up on the Blaze right now. But, there's only 10 other states that are doing this. There should be 50. But what they've done is they've not only nullified the law, which 10 of these other states have also done. They have bills now ready to be passed in 10 other states that say, no, I'm sorry, the president cannot do that. Not in this state. We don't play ball that way. You cannot do that to our citizens. Texas has taken it a step further. If you comply with this executive order in any way, if you aid the federal government in any way to help scoop a Texas citizen off the streets and put them into federal custody under this particular thing, you'll go to prison in Texas. And that's the way it should be. It's not just, hey, we don't do that here. It's not only do we not do that here, it's against our state law to do that here, and you will have a hefty prison sentence if you're involved at all. Those are the things, not signing petitions for secession, but working with your state legislature to make sure your state has your gold back. Get your state's resources in order. Not for secession. Get your state's resources together, because when, and God forbid, there is a collapse, you have to make sure that your state survives. Not because, hey, it's our state and we're going to survive and screw everybody else, but because somebody's got to be a lifeboat. Think smaller. The United States of America used to be the lifeboat for the world. We could lift everybody else up because we were strong. Now we're not that for the world. We're not that for the world. Now, who's going to be that for the rest of the American citizens? We have to look at this as a positive, not a negative. We're not doing it to secede. We're doing it to succeed. We want to succeed as a nation. Somebody has to be there to help others. And unless your state has its gold, unless your state has strong regional and local banks, take your money out of banks at Citibank and everything else and put them in a state or a local bank where you know that bank. Put your resources with your neighbors and make sure your state has their gold. Make sure your state is passing laws that say, I'm sorry, but this one is unconstitutional. This one we will not comply. We won't. And I'm sorry. You can say that about, health care or whatever. But this is in a totally different ballpark. Healthcare, you're paying taxes for just existing. That's unconstitutional. It's wrong. Sorry. I don't care what the Supreme Court says, it's wrong. But this is in a different category. The president has a right, just on his word, to scoop up any American citizen and hold them without charge or without trial indefinitely. Sorry. That's a gulag. That's what that is. And that is absolutely un-American. Un-American, anti-American, not American, however you want to call it. It's wrong. It's wrong. Those things you should be able to get your state to agree on. And make positive steps to reinforce yourself, your town, your neighborhood, and your state. What Washington does, Washington does. you've got to emergency movements to strengthen locally.